Hello and welcome to the Oak and Sun Archive. Oak here, and I had a rare quiet moment around the house to do something I've been wanting to do for a while. Before I got back into collecting Pokemon cards, I was a big, and am a big collector of Nintendo games. And these are some of the original Pokemon games in their boxes. And I've heard that they're pretty desirable these days. So what I was hoping to do is maybe take a look here and see, what condition they're in. And I was thinking about maybe opening them up and seeing if they actually have games in them, or if I have the games in the Ziploc bag that I have all my other Game Boy games in. And you'll see that these are mostly in their original, this one anyways, is mostly in its original shrink. And I think it's maybe a second printing of Pokemon Blue. You can see the Blastoise there. I just love this game. This is my very first Pokemon game. This particular copy, though, I actually got about 15 years ago from someone who'd had it since childhood. I have another boxed version of this game, but it's in much worse shape than this because I handled it a lot as a kid. And so, yeah, it doesn't have the original shrink on it or anything like that, but it's pretty neat to see such a copy of Pokemon Blue. I'm just going to take the magnifying glass here. I think the corners are pretty nice, like pretty sharp. Yeah. And I'm hoping that the shrink, it makes it cool. I don't know. I think it does for collectors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this box. I'm only going to do this once, I think. And just to make sure that, geez, I don't know. It's so nerve-wracking doing this stuff. I think if I do it with 2 fingers, it might be better than 1, but I should have looked this up, actually. I probably should have, checked out a YouTube video of someone opening these things, but I'm going to see if I can do it. There we go. Key is not to be too shy, and I'm not going to do too much here. I think what I'll do is, you can see there is a game in here, so that's good. I'm just going to pull this out part way so we can see the game. You can see the manual inside too, of which I have several that are in much worse condition again. And let's see this game. Yeah, looking good, hey? Let's see. Bring that close. Yeah. Looks really good. I was going to bring a flashlight to see if I could capture the... Oops. I'll just see if I can beat it up with the magnifying glass here. See if this works. Let's see, I wanted to see if I could get any... There we go. Oh yeah, you can see there's a couple little scratches on it. Little tiny scratches. That's cool. I'll put it back in here. These are from the Oak and Sun Archive, and I was thinking about doing a little series on our archive, just to sort of look at what we've got in the vault, so to speak. Okay, so that one's done. I'm not going to touch that again. Here's a copy of Pokémon Red. Now, I had Blue as a kid, and Blue was... I still like Blastoise the best. You can see up here, I've got Blastoise in the middle. Those are all packs from when I was a kid. And one day I should bust out the binder. This is a really amazing copy of Pokemon Red. It's got really, really solid... Let's see. Use my flashlight again here. It's got solid lines, really, really glossy. It's a second or third printing. The first printings had a slightly different bottom than this. And yeah, you can see there's a Rattata and a Pidgey. Rattata and a Pidgey. I think on some of the early games there was maybe Meowth. And this game I think it's even a little nicer than the box is even a little nicer than the blue box. So I'm gonna try to be really careful here. Okay, it's open. Oh yeah. So you can see here we've got all the paperwork. We've got a game in its original bag, I think. Let's see if I can get this actually out of here without doing anything to it. There we go. Yeah, original. So these games came in little plastic bags. You can see this one's got the plastic on it. Still, I think it's the original bag. I'm guessing that this game is pretty much mint, but we'll leave that for CGC to decide, I guess. Because I was thinking about slabbing these up, maybe. Oh, there's a little scrape there, is there? Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can see there's a little scrape on the top here. A little scrape. Huh. Probably from me. And this is a really interesting example here, I think. It's also got the original shrink on it from that collector who was, what he would do is he would open just the top of it, which is, I think, really cool. I never thought to do that. It's got a little bit of gunk on the top here, actually. I'm gonna brush it. And I'm gonna do something kind of crazy. I've got a little bit of water here, distilled water, and a microfiber cloth, and I'm just going to slightly dip it in the water, kind of squeeze it out here. You can see cloth, and I'm going to see if I can clean a bit of this gunk off the top here. There, that came off pretty fast. A little tiny bit of water is kind of okay on these boxes, apparently, because they it's better than on the game labels, for example. But this is an interesting example. But you can see there's edgeware on this box here, and so I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be sending it in for grading. I think also the game had, I think that collector was kind enough to put a new battery in Pokemon Silver for me, and so the game is actually, you can see that there's the original packaging in there too. You can see that there, original packaging, and the Pokeballs on the top. That's kind of cool, hey? And all the paperwork's in there. But the game has a new battery, and apparently it can kind of interfere with grading a little bit, or it's not quite original. Hopefully I didn't bend that out, that lip. So that is, those are my three kind of really cool boxes here. I think I have some more Pokemon games that are in boxes that I'd like to share at some point, but yeah, Oaken Sun Archive. Next time you see this, it might be in a slab. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about slabs, but I really, you can see what's going on there at the bottom. There's a couple of, let's see. Now I'm obsessed with the little things that are in there. I don't know if that's. You see, I'm just doing that, but it might be that it's. Let's see if we can do it with the water. Take that off with the water. Let's see. It might be that that's a little box chip in there. There, that came off. That's good. Okay. But yeah, I was just saying that I have mixed feelings about the grading, but I think that I would sleep better at night knowing that they were evaluated in their current condition instead of leaving it up to this imperfect archivist to try to preserve over time. Thanks for watching.